Okay, so hi, hello. Oh my gosh, you disappeared for me. Okay, so today is another life, and we're talking about this new app I discovered. This is new for me because I've been there for a week or so, and this lady been there for a few years. Okay, so she have serious, serious material, serious data to share with. But I wanna start because I'm older. Okay, and because I have something to say from the last video,
Mm.
is I've mentioned this thing, so I've discovered, and we were talking about this dating apps in general, and I've discovered the thing, and explanation will be about shitty people. Okay, what that mean is because I use this term in dating. So I had this friend, very good girlfriend of mine, and she always was saying to me, she said, Julia, men are like toilets. Okay. And I said, what do you
Wow.
mean? She says, the
Mm.
good ones are occupied. Okay. And the ones which I left is shitty. Okay. And that just stuck with me, and I kind
Mm.
of classify them as shitty people. But why I'm saying shitty people and what are different about this? This app in general express your freedom with the sexuality, with the personality, with the intellect, with everything, because that's what we developing during that experience. And I am referring to shitty people who are dishonest motherfuckers.
Mm.
Okay, who are the liars and cheaters. Okay,
Mm.
and that's for me is the qualification to that expression. Shitty people who wants to fuck everyone but have someone reserved and fucking their brain. Okay,
Oof.
and I've been in this situation.
Wow.
Okay, I've been in this situation, and I can tell you this: you feel like shit
Mm.
when you are with that person because he always lies to me, and you thinking something is not right, and you feel like there is stink. There is stink from it. It's a shitty feeling that something is there in the air. Okay, and that's why I refer this to shitty people, and
Mm.
people who are shitty, they even don't fucking know about this.
Mm.
Okay, because they are not honest with themselves. First of all, I can't show the finger because it's you taking my screen, so I need to put it in there so that paint my point, point it at that. Okay, fuck. Okay, but what I'm saying is to you that the reason why I refer this to shitty people, because there are majority of them which think that this is a free thing, that I could have a girlfriend, that I can have a playmate, and they think that they are not reserved,
Mm.
and they think that that person, because I know majority of them, and the way I've dated online, I knew that there are many people who have someone and looking for someone new. They
Mm.
did not break the relationship.
Wow.
Okay, they did not say anything to that person, even that person even doesn't know. Okay, doesn't even cannot even imagine that is going on because they are lying with their behavior, with the text, they hiding everything. And that's why I'm saying they're shitty people. Okay, I can
Mm.
tell you my partner sitting on the bed on the phone like this, and he saws me and he straight away like that, and I'm thinking,
Wow.
fuck, now I can see this. He got scared. I'm saying, why are you jumping like that? What's going on? What is this? Because he got scared. He have so many shit inside
Mm.
him that he doesn't know from which one to be scared of.
Mm.
You know?
And you said that these people they can't see themselves or they don't realize how shitty they're being. Is that what you were saying?
No, I'm saying that they are dishonest in their feelings and in their personality, and they see it as a natural thing, as a normal thing that everyone is cheating, everyone is, living
All
their own
right.
life. It's like they are acting in their own interest, but they never act in someone else's interest. Who are they
Mm.
with? Or
Mm.
using or
Yeah.
being spending time with. I am
Yeah.
sure that there is a connection out there, and I am sure that the other person is thinking the other way. Okay,
Mm.
I am sure about that. I've been waiting one great guy, and I'm not. That's another thing what I can tell you to this. So shitty people, it doesn't mean that they're bad people.
Mm.
Okay. And I am in general don't think that when you are in a dating there is a good and a bad. Okay. I am convinced that the good people can act in a bad way. Okay. And the bad people can act in a good way. Okay.
100%. Yeah.
So that's it. We are covered with that. There is no good or not bad. There is 50 shades of gray in the middle. Okay. And that's true. And
Mm.
that's absolutely true. But what I'm talking about, I'm just putting that point, okay? Because I want people to understand why their relationship or why their connections are not going anywhere and why
Mm.
they're not building anything with anyone because they are fucking shitty toilets.
Mm.
And they need to clean that shit and be honest with themselves, and only then they can build something with someone, and someone will, because it's energetical, it's all
Mm.
energetical vibrations. Their
Mm.
vibration is wrong and that person knows that, and that person is not connecting with him, and the others which are meeting not connecting with that person, and that's like a broken circle which is still spinning.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's
Yeah.
why when we speak about dating, I want everyone to know you have to come with the free will, with the open heart, and with the open mind.
Mm.
Okay. But
Mm.
not with the full luggage behind you dragging, okay, and
Mm.
thinking, oh, I'm gonna start new. I'm gonna start a new chapter. No,
Mm.
you fucking leave that luggage which you're carrying if it's too heavy for you or you don't like it, or fucking make a choice.
Yeah.
And that's being adult, and that's being real, and that being true to yourself and being true to the universe.
Yeah.
This is the message they fucking need to send,
Yeah.
because that's what I'm saying. This website full of shitty people, that was my, I'm not
Mm.
saying that there is no good ones in there or there is no something else in there, okay, and I'm not putting, sometimes I'm very critical on something, okay, but it doesn't mean absolute, okay. It's not absolute. There is many diversions, like I say, 50 shades of gray is in there, okay, is in
Yeah.
there. It's
Yeah.
not white and black.
So what I wonder what advice you would give to someone who has that intuition that something's going on
Leave.
because leave.
Just leave. You can't change anything.
Mm.
Because what happens is, if that person understands that you are valuable, because what the reality, what is there, that you are a victim and being used and
Mm.
abused.
Mm.
That's the only thing why you are there. Even if you know that, if you are feeling it, you have
Mm.
that mentality in you, and you find that person who is taking advantage of you. If
Mm.
you understand that you want to stop being that, what you are, okay, and you want to start new and you want to have a new, different life,
Mm.
you have just only one choice: to be brave,
Mm.
courageous.
Mm.
Okay, because women are not brave. You know what? I
Mm.
am that woman who fucking waited more than 8 years that something will happen and something will change and something will finish and I will be better than all of them. Okay, and it will never will happen. You know when it happened? When I left.
Right.
Okay, when I left, and then the person realized what the fuck he lost.
Mm.
Finally.
Mm.
But because I've waited so long, so long, for me this was the final. So what is with the woman? And if the mans are watching, and clearly we have response from the mans are watching, okay,
Mm.
I can tell you what's happening with this fucking woman mind. They are patient. They will wait and will wait and will wait, and then they cannot wait and cannot hold on. They still wait and then still wait, and then when they can't, they still wait, and then they explode. And then something snapped inside them, and it was like, it's like with me, fuck off
Mm.
forever.
Mm. Mm.
Okay, and that's how the real woman acts. I'm not talking about every woman, but majority again. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's the situation. So if you are a woman and you are seeing this situation with you, or something is happening, you need to change. First thing, you need to acknowledge this, because women usually also lying to themselves.
Mm.
Oh, there will be another one maybe, but then they go to another one and it's the same.
Yeah.
Okay? And no matter what you change, you can change the boyfriend, you can change the flat, you can change the country. It's the fucking same situation. That's what you cannot change. So this is inside you, and then it's happening. You need to change from inside in your decisions, because the reason why it's happening is because of
Mm.
disrespect to yourself. Women
Right.
do not respect themselves enough to have that partnership. Or what happens is that when they do not respect themselves enough, they go into this partnership and they think that they can change it into respectful one.
Mm,
But this change is very rare to happen.
mm, mm. I think,
Usually you need to leave. That's the biggest and courageous thing, and then that change could happen.
yeah. And I think that it's much easier sometimes to see ourselves when we look at the people we're attracting. You know, it's like what we're willing to put up with, what makes us, because even in situations where perhaps a woman's being betrayed, in a way, she may be more comfortable there because that's how she sees herself, as someone who's not worth being loyal to, who's not someone who's worth the priority, the commitment. And I mean, not to say it's not all about, you know, the woman, and not at all, right? And I'm sure there are also situations where men are being treated this way by the women that they're with. So it's not one way. It's
No, 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 no. But when I'm talking about shitty man, doesn't mean that there is a shitty woman. Okay, let's just sort that. There is a trans. I'm talking about in general, but because I'm the
totally.
woman, I'm reflecting this way.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that this situation is not happening with the woman. Okay, there are women alcoholics and there are men alcoholics. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
and that's the thing. And how to say, for me personally,
Mm.
the biggest problem in all these relationship and all these dating sites, what we can see, and with us in general, is respect. You know,
Yes.
self-respect and respect towards another person. Okay,
Mm.
and for this all way of dating sites, this is the issue number one.
Yeah.
We're not talking about free sex. We're not talking even about those things,
Mm.
you know. Like in general, do you think, just think for a moment, just think for a moment. If you
Mm.
fucking respect yourself, okay? No, just think for a moment.
Okay. I'm
Would
thinking.
you go and have just an like, okay, not saying just sex, okay, but in general, something with the person just for once and that's it?
If you respected yourself. I mean, I feel like you have to give more context, because if it's like, if I'm
Like,
sleeping once with someone who doesn't really value me, who I don't have a connection with, just because I don't have something better to do, or because I don't know how to spend time by myself, then no, obviously, like, that's a ridiculous thing to do. Um, but I do also, I mean, I'm not someone, you know, there are these stories that we like, with the stories that we hear, films that we see, where a woman, you know, you're going to have a one night stand. I've never been able to do that. It's just not available within me, you know. Like, if I'm going to be sexual with someone, it's because I feel connected to them, because
I
yeah,
want to stop
yeah,
because now you said something very important. You know what that connection means? It means that you want that person to invest in you, starting with time. People always think that investment is only money, but the most valuable thing in life we have is time. So now you answer that question because you respect yourself and you want some kind of a trade and want some kind of an investment. And
yeah,
only when you see this investment, like you say, I need to verify this with this,
yeah.
okay, I'm a whore then.
Why? Why
Because
would you say that?
no, because they do not respect themselves.
Ah, see. Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
so there is like I don't know, like a prostitute, a bimbo, something like an escort. There is ladies who do this adult service. They
Yeah,
respect themselves so much and they put themselves so high that people pay so much value and so much money and give so much to that person because they respect themselves, not because they work for this business.
truth.
Okay, and
Yeah.
there are whores who make everything cheaper.
Mm.
And I'm not saying that I'm the one, but I'm saying I've been in all the positions. That's why
Sure.
I can talk, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
that's why I'm being honest,
Yeah.
okay. being honest. When the person is confused, lost, and grow up the way I was, he will try everything in life, and he will go through everything, and will have the worst lessons in life which are possible to get,
Mm.
and will get them again and again. But you are not that person,
Mm.
because you have inner core and inner value, and in that your core there is a perception and understanding of the certain respect to the self, and that person who are with you, you are accepting him and going further because he invested something. And doesn't matter here that he didn't buy you dinner, great holiday, or Gucci bag, but he invested something else. That is a trade, that is a business.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
And so I can tell you this, on these dating websites, people do not want to do this business like you want.
Mm. Mm.
Majority of them, shall I just, oh my God, I have so many things
Julia,
noted.
speak. I love hearing you speak.
Okay, so let's do this
And I
text.
also want to say that after our conversation last week, I got so frustrated going back onto Field and feeling the truths that you shared that I ended up
Because you
deleting.
was blind.
Yeah,
You didn't see them.
yeah. And I ended up deleting my account on the app. So I'm taking time out. Yeah, I'm taking time out. I mean, for sure I already have numbers of some people I was chatting to, so I'm still chatting to them just on WhatsApp. But it was like untenable. I was like, no, no more. Like I don't want to see another fucking face, you know?
Okay, good, because you know what? I tell you this. If that affected, and I have a very strong effect on people, I know this. I didn't know that you will do this shit. Okay, but that's fine. But the reason why we're making this app is because I don't want other app conversation about this app, because I want people to go in there, understand what they want, find that person who they want, do not fucking waste their time, do not lose themselves, and do not give their energy away for granted or whatever the wankers there, and that kind of people who are there, they are actually there, the vampires are there, okay,
Mm,
for a fucking reason, to get this young energy, innocent, who are
mm,
stupid,
mm,
okay, because I've been there, they suck a lot of my energy,
mm,
it took a lot of parts of me. And you know what, to build yourself back, you need to go through a lot of diseases, illnesses,
mm,
traumas, mental things, you will go through, because you will be exhausted, you
mm,
will be taken. And the most scariest thing is that you would not believe, but these vampires somehow, even emotionally, you not ever met them, you had no physical contact, they can hook you up and drain your energy through the online. That's true. I can swear to God that's true, because I,
wow.
okay?
And if that happens, how do you clear that?
Oh, there is a different life. There is a different life for this, okay?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
this life is just about this app, and
Mm,
about making this awareness, and making and providing this information. I am that person who's been online and dating for a really long time, and I already been there, experienced everything, and I know, and I can distill this shit and give the valuable things for people. You've been there, you've experienced the whole thing
yeah.
with the purple pink sunglasses. Okay, with your purple pink sunglasses. What Julia did the last life is removed your sunglasses, and then without them, you just like, fuck, they're
You
all
didn't you didn't even remove them. You
here.
made like big holes in either lens, you know? So I could see the way I was seeing it, but now I'm like I can't see that the same way anymore. And I just don't have the patience and actually the truth of it is that I was um like always holding people on that I met on there like at the highest value, like maybe they're the most incredible person, and I'm like that day to day with everyone that I meet. This is how I am. But I
Mhm.
was noticing that it wasn't a good trade of my time, even connecting and talking with people. And yeah, I mean we could go on, but I won't right now.
No, dear, I can tell you this. The people you attracted, these are your lessons, okay? And
100%.
clearly,
Yes.
And
Good lesson.
clearly
Good
these
lesson.
lessons which you want to cut off because they stopped you from developing, they were taking your
Mm,
energy, taking your time, okay,
mm,
and they were
mm.
using you. You even don't know in the way they can use you. You even not aware of this, okay,
Yeah.
what's happening, okay.
Yeah.
So you take the decision, it's fine. Okay, let me go back because we have 20 minutes in this, so I'll take quick 7 maybe, okay. Okay, so let's do this. The first message from the guy which you click with or which you matched with is let's fuck. No hello, no good morning, just let's fuck in the morning, right? Good looking guy.
Mm,
Okay.
mm,
What that means. I'm writing him at least, at least say hello and good morning or something, or you just like don't care about anything, just let's fuck, So can you
This.
imagine what kind of situation that would be? And I can tell you the sex would be maybe great, but you know what? This person will use you for his
Mm,
interest.
mm. I
Okay.
have this. I have this vision of a conveyor belt with women going round on it. You know.
Yes, yes, and he's sending everyone let's fuck, and someone will answer and someone will, because they
Yeah.
do not know this information. Okay. I am here to make you beg. Not bad, right? Okay. I want to experience you. Okay. I want uncomplicated fun.
Mm,
Okay. I want enjoy the time we have here.
mm,
Okay. Have a soup play partner, but basically you can join. Okay. And I can tell you juicy one from the dom guy, okay? Your place is on your knees with your hands behind your back while you are choking with my cock deep inside your mouth like a good girl. You address me with sir.
wow.
Okay. I'm serious. So I had something, like something going on. I'm telling you, they're everywhere. When you
Mm,
will go to the dating site, you will see them again and again in a different. They like
mm,
demons, okay, but in a
mm,
different bodies, okay. But they will speak with you in certain way, and you can recognize them with the time. You just need that experience.
mm,
Then also you would. How to say, you would understand what it is you're doing on this earth and how important the energy you possess and you generate for them,
mm,
okay, because if you think that you are that generator, okay, which they looking for, then that's why they will contact you and connect you with, okay.
mm,
But majority of them, they do not offer any trades, okay. They just want to take and they want to use you, okay. They want to use your body, they want to use your energy, they want to use your sexuality for their own needs, okay.
mm,
And that's something. There are very clever ones, okay, who would try to do some kind of a trades, and I am more into those people, okay, not that much straightforward,
mm,
okay. I just leave them straight away, just laugh and leave, and love the reason because it's lesson being learned, and you
mm.
can take a next step without even overthinking,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
without
yeah.
even just like that, okay. But I can tell you that the same situation happens on Facebook, everywhere. It's not, you don't need to go into dating app,
This
okay.
is true.
I just recently 2 days in a row got the similar one, okay.
Mm,
I want us to become good friends. I am a human rights activist. And I'm writing him, look, I have 2 sons and I have 2 businesses. Do you think I have time for this? And he says, I like you. I want to make you my wife. I'm saying, thank you. I'm not interested. And he's writing me, I can afford you. Okay.
wow.
Okay, okay, it's like this. and,
Wow.
and yesterday I even posted on my Facebook because everyone was laughing, okay. The guy was writing, good morning, I want to have a sex with you. And I'm like saying, oh, so you don't want to invest, you just want to have a free sex, right? Am I right? And he's writing, right, that I am right, okay. And I can tell you, when men are talking like that, they absolutely mean it. Okay, this
Totally. They're so direct and
is
clear.
me, or this is us women who think that there is behind there something else, and I can change him into a prince of charming, or he can be my husband. No, it is not. That's the thing, okay? And let me tell you something, because people want to know here about dating sites. The ones you are looking for, they're busy, okay? Like those toilets are busy, okay? One thing. The second of all, and there is always, okay, I'm not being absolute, there is always chance, one or two, that someone get crazy for one moment and they put that application, and that's what I'm hoping for, to meet one. But let me tell you about those busy toilets, why they are busy, okay, and why your respect is necessary to develop, to get that person's attention and in general have a connection. I can tell you one thing from men's side, which I know and which I believe it's true, okay, and if woman doesn't know, they need to hear this, because this is a reality. I'm not here to insult anyone, but I'll tell you how the clever and intellectual man will think. If you get laid with him on the first or second date, there will be always, and he had sex, okay, there will be always time that he will remember this, and he will never trust you, because he will think that you do this with him, you will do it later with anyone else, because you're weak on that vagina thing, or pussy, okay. And that is true, and women do not know this. They
But
think that
this I'm sorry, but this pisses me off because it's a double standard that men can do that, but women can't do that, and that really that annoys me so much, and I I just it it makes me want to shake people. Like, wake up, we're humans in bodies with vaginas and penises, and of course we're sexual, and it's a natural thing. You see someone who's good looking and your cock goes up or your vulva swells, right? And you start to feel things there, and then if you're attuned to your body and you can notice, oh well, look at that, I'm aroused, and you connect with someone and they connect with you, then I mean, I just that annoys me. That really annoys me. And I also understand that it's a truth and it's something that we live with and it is good for women to know. But I also think it's nonsense, like this idea that women, this idea of virginity. I mean, the word virgin didn't come from a woman who hadn't had sex with a man or with anyone. It actually came from the name for a woman who hadn't given herself to a specific man. And somehow Christianity changed the meaning of it and made it that we all have to keep our legs very well crossed together. And I I do believe that this is time for change. And what's more, that knowing that men feel that way, knowing that they are that way, and confronting that head on with them can be they may still have that doubt and that paranoia, etc. But I think you can plant a seed to shift the consciousness around it. But
I
personally, I'll just say, like, if I'm going to have sex with a man on the first night and he's going to decide that changes the value of me, then I will have already decided that I'm not interested in having a second night with him.
okay, I support you on this, because I have the same opinion. I am different generation, but I have the same opinion. However, let me remind you who's raising our men.
Right.
Tell me who is participating in raising and fucking putting that information in there. Tell me who responsible.
Women.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Totally.
And that's where it comes from, my dear, not from men.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where this controversy comes from.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're asking why is all this happening, that's the answer why. Okay, is it right? I believe it's not. I agree with you absolutely. That's why we're having this conversation. Because if that will change, and I am that free spirit, if I feel this way like mate right now, I would do it. I'm not gonna wait 3 months or 3 years, to have that standard matched, and if that person doesn't understand this thing, me being an animal at that moment or something that doesn't understand me, then fuck him.
Totally.
Absolutely. But I can tell you this. these are the men who we are looking for. They've been raised with the strict or not strict ladies, whatever, but majority of them had female stamp, which imprinted in them. Okay, because at that generation the men were at work and the women were at home with kids, and that's what we have now. Okay, so the way you raise your children will impact on the another generation. The
Absolutely.
reason why we speak right now about this, to change this
Yeah.
information, and if younger generation will find us, they will understand that actually she's not a whore.
Mm.
If she have this value, if she understands what she wants, if she have this trade happened
Mm.
in that situation, okay, and she feels that that was the worth doing, that he does not use her, that he's not tricked her, that he's not groomed her, that he's not, persuade her in the other way, that it was fair decision of hers, not coming from the lack of knowledge and disrespect to herself,
Mm.
but coming from the different part, like you say, connecting with yourself, connecting with your sexual, instinctual world, right? And emotional and energetical world. Because sometimes there is this moment and it will never happen. And this is you who create that moment. And you know what? For me, it is easier to move on and live with my past just because I think this as a mistakes. Okay, I don't think it is unpleasant experience. Okay,
Mm.
I have done a lot of ugly mistakes in my life, but you
Mm.
know why I've done them? To understand what's why and what, and I will never do this again. I had this not recently, last year, a mistake, a sex because of I was sorry for the guy, pity or something, someone who's
Pity sex. Oh.
someone who's and
Was
he
it
was
good?
working for pharmacy company. He was so cute, so young and stuff, and I didn't like him, but I can see that he's melting because of me, all over me and stuff, and he just convinced me, and I was like, no, no, but I just thought, I'll try, I'll see how it goes. This pity sex, believe me, is the worst thing can happen to you. The worst thing, no matter how much cute it is, I'll tell you why.
Mm.
If you don't like this person at the start and you feel that you're not gonna make, you will be disgusted.
Totally.
There
It
is
feels
nothing to check. You
unnatural.
wanna like I've checked it for myself because I went for sex with people who I actually fancy, and like you say, there was an indication in there that I want them. Yeah, for some
I
reason.
mean, your body is like will be vibrating with it.
Yes, yes, it's giving you absolute signals that that's it. You should consider this. But
Yeah.
I had this opposite sex for you to tell you. For
Yeah.
someone who absolutely want you and adore you and fancy you and this and you not, you will not enjoy this. No
Yeah.
matter what they will do, no matter how much they jump around you and stand on their head, you will be disgusted.
I mean, and on that level, I feel like when it comes to field, so obviously on field, men can ping you. So even if you haven't swiped them, as in you're interested, they can still send you a ping, which puts them immediately into your message box.
Mm,
And why I'm bringing this up now is because it can be like such a nice compliment for you to get pinged. But actually, if you're not interested in that person, if you look at them and you don't have that feeling of interest, just because they really like you doesn't, just like you're saying, isn't going to make it a good experience. And I think women or men with low self-esteem will feel so complimented that they'll go into something and actually not receive what they wanted to receive, not have fulfillment from it, not have connection. And when we go on bad dates, especially with people who we're just not interested in at all, it's like the worst thing for our libidos. It just makes us dead people,
yeah, yeah, zombies.
zombies.
And there are so many zombies on that website, that's why I
Yes,
couldn't find anyone. I can
yes.
tell you, Sorry, because we have 6 minutes, I quickly tell you the last experience. Okay, so there was one guy looking very sexy, everything. I didn't match with him, but he pinged me, like you just said. Okay,
Mm.
and I thought, okay, I will chat with him. Nothing I felt, but you know what he suggested me? He was trying to groom me around the way possible. He was young, but the grooming usually feels with the older people. But when they trying to persuade you in something, I call that as well.
Mm.
So he was trying to go around it, and then he lives here near Richmond. He says, let's go for a walk into, no, let's go and have cocktails, and then let's go to Richmond Park and have sex in there. And you know what? This scenario will be amazing with the person, the boyfriend who invested in me, right?
Right.
And that will be fun. And I would look at this in a different way. But when
Right.
someone is thinking, I'll buy you a drinks and then let's go, I'll fuck you around the corner in the bush,
Mm.
that was the fucking message.
Totally.
And then he
Totally.
put himself on the profile saying that he's converting this trailer he bought and putting it in the woods or something, and would anyone would go travel with him to nature adventures and whatever. It's 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 fucking place for
Mm.
majority of people like that who are not able to come to anyone, who's not brave enough to do
Mm.
their job. They're looking for victims in here who are online, kind of confused, scared, or curious
Mm.
for adventure, looking for something interesting in their lives. And these webs are like that, and there are
Mm.
people like that, like I say. They will
Mm.
take you to the woods, and they will use you, and then when they will find a new one, new meat, fresh, kebab or whatever, taco or whatever, how you call this,
Yeah.
then it will be, and that's their way of living.
So one thing that I will add is that which we haven't mentioned, but is implied under everything that we've said, is that women are, to some degree, because of how, I'm going to use the word, sophisticated our sexuality is, that we need to feel that connection, that we are looking for that investment. We are actually immediately investing ourselves. So when you go and have sex with a man who's just having sex with you, you're left with a deficit, you're left with a debt, because you put investment in. Because we have these minds that think and think and think and think and think, and want to care and want to defer and want to learn from, these men, and want to what is that, to put we are just immediately putting in. And so there is always an investment from the woman. There is, if you're connecting with someone, you're already putting your attention there.
Investment and expectations. Let's put it right, okay? Because
Okay.
expectations come aside. Investment is one thing, but
Mm.
women bring a lot of expectations down that investment straight away. The price for every, and that's an expectation thing. Let me finish that story with this guy who asked me to
Please.
go to this, and then he's asking me. I said, you know what? I'm trying to be like you. Nicely asked him to leave me. So usually I always block and remove. Okay. I say, you know what? You're more like a friend to me. I'm not feeling any connection and stuff. And he's saying to me, so why did you accept the ping? And you know what they think is that if they look decent, that their pictures are okay, and if they invested in themselves and have represented in the way, okay, so that you would take them for the looks. There is no fucking matter what is this inside there. And I had few connections like that because I kind of wanted to try an Asian guy. He looked really good, okay.
Mm.
And so I've also connected with him, and we had this conversation, and he was sending me prepared erotic text, which we probably sends to everyone, not probably, but true, to read
Mm.
his fantasies and stuff, which were absolutely, how to say, zombie written text. I'm very good in imagination, but it couldn't take me anywhere, okay.
Wow.
And he was evaluating himself by the look. If we match and he looks good, then it means that I will have sex with him anyway. And
Mm.
he was telling me, Julia, I am ready to fuck your 40-something-year vagina. Can you imagine this? He specified And I really think about that because there is a 20-year-old vagina who he can fuck. Okay. So it's like his sacrifice or what the fuck investment, that's how he feels. This is 40-something-year-old vagina.
Just clueless.
No, but that's, do you understand how superficial
Totally.
majority of men are there? They are matching and mating by the looks. They do not care what is inside the book.
Hmm.
Okay. They don't want to read and they don't want to any fucking analyze.
Mm.
Okay. You know what? No, how to say it? Someone to have uncomplicated fun. What that
Mm.
means is to have sex and go. What kind of investment you thinking?
Mm.
Okay. And what do you expect on this website? The majority are like this. So why did you accept the thing, or why did you like me, or why did you talk to me if you're not having sex? That's kind of a situation I'm constantly in, because if I say like, oh sorry, maybe no, they were like, what the fuck? What do you mean no?
Yeah, but also, I mean, the one thing that maybe we can end on is that we get to decide, each user on there gets to decide their standards, how they want to operate in the app. And, that guy can be like, you shouldn't accept my ping. But what is that should? What do you mean I shouldn't do something? I can do whatever I like. This is my experience. And that's
No,
true.
no,
So
that's
yeah, one of the, I've made friends through Field, and one of my best friends is now in a long-term relationship with someone that she met on Field, and we can just make up our own rules. Let's make up our own rules. And if there are people there who are like, my rule is it's just sex, I just want to fuck, I don't want to connect with people, I don't value anyone, I'm not investing in a thing, then fine, go and find the other people who are doing that. But if you want to be there and actually, even just to look around, if you want to be on Field and just look around, do that. Go and do that. If you want to be there for an ego boost, to have good conversations, go do that. Try not to lie or lead people on that you're going to do something beyond that, but just be upfront with it. The same way that let's have sex men, let's fuck men are doing that. Just be upfront. Let's talk. I want to talk. Cheer me up. I'm lonely. I need a compliment. Give me a compliment.
You know what? I believe that this website, that's how we're going, let's finish. These websites are the stage or the place where you can develop yourself, okay?
Yeah.
When you have that experience, not possible now on the street or in the bar or anywhere you do not go. This is where your education goes from, this is your university,
Mm.
okay?
Mm.
And that's, everyone will come to that point, believe me, when you will be, okay, you're 30, 40, whatever, but you will want to know more about your sexuality, your body, what triggers you, what, when you are, what's happening and what, and there is less and less information which you can get outside there, okay? Because what, you're busy constantly, you're home constantly, or you're, with someone constantly, okay? And there are these situations when we were young, innocent, and empty with emotions. Okay, who filled us in with memories?
Well, I think we filled ourselves in, no?
Yes, but we went and we grabbed everything what was on
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's true.
And the reason why we're making this video is because if someone is just like an open book and wanna, take everything in, they can just go and have all this information and conversation. But there are many people who already tried, who already failed, okay, and they want to understand what's going on and how to laborate in this labyrinth, how would discover, how would, I would find that person, or how to, stay away from what the other wants. This is when you are on there for 2 years, for 3 years, you can already tell and share the experience. I am even longer than that, okay?
Yeah.
Everyone, you can learn one thing in 10 years and you can learn with the coach in 1 year.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we're making this video, to concentrate that information, and the people will see 3, 5, 10 videos. They will fucking feel, okay, now I'm going on the date.
Yeah.
You write me this, I have this association, they told me about you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be wild. That would be wonderful.
That's why
tribe
we're making
how
this. So
they
they would not go into the same traps, and if they go, it will be just one mistake.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, babes, we need
Thank
to go,
you.
and I need to go.
Thank
And
you.
okay, say everyone bye, and thank you so much for chatting. Talk to you later, alligator. Bye bye, guys. Oh, ending. Let me see. Yes.